What's up, everybody? My name is Vince. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, you might not be aware that we are into safety, okay? Eye protection, gloves, hearing protection, hard hats, proper footwear, clothes, PPE. We're into all that stuff, even though a lot of times the commenters are like, that's unnecessary. Don't do that. You don't need that. We're into safety first. And you know what? This video might not be popular, okay? But if it means that it can save somebody, okay, on the job, save somebody that is walking past the job, save somebody that could be down below under a ladder, some type of situation that would potentially be unsafe. If it saves one person, then it doesn't matter to me, okay, how popular a video is, okay? This is useful information that we want to share out, and quite frankly, if you want to do your part to make things safer and the world a safer place on the job sites, then share this video out. Hit the share button, send this out on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all your social medias. You got to share this out, because if you don't, who knows what might happen. So here it is. This is Milwaukee's 10-pound. It's 10 pounds rated. They also have a second size that I've seen. I believe it's 15 pounds. This is product number 48-22-8810. It's their locking lanyard, tool lanyard. Okay? Pretty cool. Now, why was I so interested in picking this up? Well, we previously did a video, accessories video, on these Shockwave drill and driver bit cases, okay, and they're a little unknown accessory that went with these. Okay, if you wanted to find out more about these, you can go to this video here, but this is the reality of it. A lot of people said, you know what would be great if you can use some type of locking lanyard with it. And I thought, hey, that was a great idea, okay? And this is the deal. Milwaukee really does a great job of putting this in front of tradespeople. I've seen this more and more at the heavy duty centers, at the orange box, the big box store. I've seen these and a selection of lanyards and other compliance equipment like dust protection, things of that nature. I've seen that more and more. And everybody loves the idea of power tools and drill bits, and people take for granted like the safety thing. It won't happen to me, or that can't happen. I hear horror story after horror story about objects falling from elevated positions and people possibly, and some people getting injured, some people just barely escaping the danger. And I got to tell you, there really is no such thing as an accident. I think sometimes, I guess there could be, but not having your tools, properly secured, is that an accident if they fall, or is that negligence? Leave it down below what you think. But we wanted to pick this up and show everybody, okay, what you can expect from the lanyard, from the locking tool lanyard, okay? And I will say that you can go down, you can order these online. There will be a link down in the description below, okay, to order these online. But you can go into your Home Depot store, and if they have a heavy-duty center, they should have these available. I want to get this thing ripped open. I will say it says download the One Key app, manage inventory. I guess this is Bluetooth capable. Psych, I'm only kidding. It's not. Take the little cover off. And we get into the lanyard itself, a little plastic bag. We don't need this. There is some instructions. These are hieroglyphics. Talks about how we would use this lanyard system. Read and understand all instructions listed below may result in serious personal injury and property damage. Oh, it says failure to follow all instructions listed below. I feel better about reading them now. Do not use for personal fall protection. For use by trained personnel only. Wow. Users must be knowledgeable in tool safety and use of tools in off-the-ground situations. Keep out of reach of children. Do not exceed maximum capacity marked on the lanyard label. Exceeding maximum capacity may result in serious injury or death. Inspect lanyard before each use. Replace damaged lanyards immediately. Ensure the carabiner locks securely. Fabric is not cut, ripped, or frayed, and stitching is not damaged. Use only with tools that meet the tethering specifications. Never modify tools to create attachment points. Do not attach the tool in a way that keeps guards, switches, or locks from operating properly. Do not use on tapered or smooth-handled tools. Ensuring sliding barrel lock is secured during use. Do not use lanyards near sharp or rough edges that could cut or fray. Do not use near caustic substances. Do not alter lanyards or use in a manner other than instructed. Only connect to tools in a manner described. Do not tie knots in lanyard or attach lanyard back onto itself. Do not increase lanyard length. Do not connect to strings, ropes, or additional lanyards. Do not secure lanyards to movable objects such as ladders or toolboxes. Movable objects can pull user off balance when moved or shifted. Drop tools will swing and bounce on the lanyard, which can pull objects over. For tools over 5 pounds, do not secure lanyards to yourself. Drop tools will swing and bounce lanyard, which will cause loss of balance. I want to say this. Some of you are going to go, oh, you're just reading the instructions. This is important information. And some of you might just throw these instructions away, okay? And not read, assuming you know all of these things. And, maybe it would be easier for some of you to listen to me read the instructions. And that's why we do it, okay? So some of you that know this information, don't think of yourself. Think of others. Think of others. Maybe they need a concise way to get this information or make a buying purchase or want to know if using this lanyard is right for them and they're coming to this video. Okay, you might know this. Somebody might not know this. And that's who we're reading this for. Okay? So don't be selfish. Having this information out there could potentially save a life. Okay, do not secure lanyard on removable parts such as batteries, side handles, guards, or accessories. Ensure removable parts are secured to the base tool before installing the lanyard. After installation, ensure the lanyard does not interfere with the operation of the product, including guards. Do not use near moving parts or machinery. Lanyard could become entangled, causing a serious hazard. Do not use lanyard at full tension. Do not carry tools by the lanyard. Do not use to tow objects. Those are all the do nots we just went over. Now we're going to move on to general use and care. Use Milwaukee lanyards to help reduce risks associated with drop tools. Attach the lanyard to the tool as shown below. Tighten the sliding barrel lock securely. Some models. To attach to the carabiner to a secure anchor point, twisting gate. 1. Push in towards the spine. 2. Warning. Do not exceed maximum marked on the lanyard label. Exceeding maximum capacity may result in serious injury or death. It could be a death or deaths. It doesn't say S's, but I want to accentuate. For a complete listing of accessories, go online to www.milwaukeetool.com or contact a distributor. Now, I kind of want to go over all this, but I feel like putting this into action would be better. And what we have is we have a little trash bag tie here holding this all together. Okay, and we undo this is I got to tell you, this carabiner is meant for business. Okay, this isn't like, those novelty ones you use to attach your keys to your pants. Some of you smokers out there, you got those carabiner lighters, that they sell in the bodega. What do they call it, the corner stores in the city? We used to call them the corner stores. Now, it's hip to call them the bodega. I went to the bodega. I'm like, what the heck is that? Is that a nightclub? What do you do, the whammy at the bodega? What is that? But I've learned that it is a corner store. Now, you can see you spin around this locking nut on the carabiner, and it will open. Okay, when you let it go, it springs back into place, and it's latched in the closed position. Okay, you have to spin this. You have to spin this to unlatch the carabiner. Pretty cool. I dig that. It does have a swivel. I will say this. I do not know what type of material this carabiner is actually made out of. It could be just metal, but it almost feels like, a hard plastic, but it's not. It's like a powder-coated metal. Pretty cool. I like it. The swivel is very nice. The lanyard itself, this is a nice fabric. And it says on here, it gives you your rating on here. Max capacity, 10 pounds. Tool lanyard. Okay, and we can see the business end of the lanyard here. It also says anything over 5 pounds, you're not going to want to attach to yourself. Okay, but you're not going to want to attach it to a ladder either. So when you're up high, you're going to want to tie your tool off, lanyard it off to something that's not necessarily movable, if that makes any sense, in the area where you're working. If it's over 5 pounds, you're not going to want to put it around a belt, okay, around a rated belt, things of that nature, because it could pull you off balance. But let's talk about attaching it to the tools. Let's just say you're working up high with your Milwaukee Gen 3 hammer drill. You're using that 2.0 battery. It's coming in at 4 pounds, 3.2 ounces. So it would fall under the rating to where it would be okay. Now, the proper way to install this lanyard would be you're supposed to be able to wrap your lanyard around the back of this, around this, I guess this point here. I will say this. There's no way we're getting, there's literally no way we're going to get into that hole. It looks as though it's supposed to be a lanyard position, okay, but it's not. I can't see it working. So we'd have to go with the alternative, which would be to wrap the lanyard around the base of our tool, come through here, okay? Okay, come through here, and then what we'll want to do is we're going to want to cinch down our clamp here. I mean, it seems pretty secure. It's almost at that 5 pound mark. My question is, if I was up high, would it throw me off balance? Or would I want to find something more secure? Let's find out. So let's just say I was going to attach this to my tool belt. I'm just going to attach this to my belt, because my belt is rated. We're able to strap it to the opposite side of my belt. So if we were working, okay, we're up on top of a table here, but if we were on top of a ladder, or pretty funny, our lighting's on top of a scaffold, okay, and I were to, for some reason, lose the grip of my tool, I mean, I feel like that rating of 5 pounds, it doesn't feel like it would drag. Maybe if you were on a ladder, it could. Nah, I don't feel it. I think it would be. I think you're pretty safe in that rating. Now, Milwaukee says do not use anything that exceeds that 5 pound mark. I would agree. You wouldn't want anything to shock you and throw you off balance. Now here's the deal. You might think that you're only working 6 feet off the ground, or maybe you're one section high on a scaffold. This is the reality, though, is that if people are working beneath you, okay, and you drop a tool, and they get hit, you know, you could injure them. You could injure them. Or maybe you're 2 sections high and this falls to the ground. You know, maybe you should, as well as we should, start making this part of our protocol when working at heights to always make sure that our tools are secure. Looks pretty robust. I will say this. You're going to want to consult the instructions or go online to that MilwaukeeTool.com and find the most appropriate way to attach this lanyard to your tool. Also, like I said, there's different sizes of lanyard. You're going to want the appropriate size lanyard for the tool you're trying to attach to. I mean, this is rated for 10 pounds, and we just happen to have 10 pounds here. I'm not even going to demonstrate this tool beyond 10 pounds because I would never want someone to go, yeah, my lanyard, it's rated for 10 pounds, but, you know, I need to put 15 pounds on here. This will do. Okay? I would never want someone to look at one of our videos and say, yeah, you know, it can exceed that 10-pound rating. I'm only going to, you know, get the 10-pound lanyard. Okay? It's not what I want to do. So we're going to test it at the 10-pound mark. See how it does. I mean, it feels, you know, secure. Here's the deal. I wouldn't want to have a full 10 pounds attached to me, especially if I was up high, you know, connected to me. I really do feel like this would be an unsafe situation, especially if I was working up high with the tool and it came loose. I mean, I feel like it would drag me. I mean, you could see the momentum that's carried through my arm. I'm trying to find the best way to demonstrate for you. I will say this, like, can you attach this to your baker scaffold, okay? I'll let you know that the carabiner, the opening for the carabiner, okay? You seeing that? Okay, or you could do it here. Okay, it's too tight, okay, to maybe attach to a rung here. You could attach here. I don't know that, you know, I'm sure that would be structurally sound enough, but this is more of a hand guard. If you had a cage around the scaffold, there could be attachment points around that safety cage, okay? So be mindful of what you're attaching to. I mean, you could almost attach your carabiner to the post here. Now, the reality is that, you know, you're going to be. I feel like we're attached to this. I feel like we're gonna destroy this carabiner. What I'm going to do is I want to attach it so that it could have some movement. I feel like the cord perfectly fine with the 10 pounds. What I wanted to kind of see was, will we get any distortion from the carabiner? And, I mean, you can see, besides a little bit of that anodizing coming off here, there's no real problem. I mean, you know, we literally did 4 or 5 drops. But I think a good telltale would have been if there was distortion. The locking mechanism here for the clamp, it wouldn't work. Okay, we would get some hang-ups, and it's still working perfectly fine. So I feel like we're going to want to pick a whole bunch of these up, especially when we have work that's going to be off the ground. because it's not just about you being safe on the job, it's about the people around you being safe on the job site. And if you like being safe and the people being safe that are near you on the job site, smash the like button. Also, let us know down below, do you work at elevated heights? Do you have a protocol? What is it? Have you used these lanyards from Milwaukee? How do you like them? Do you think, that's a bunch of OSHA regulation, it's not realistic? Leave it down below. We want to know. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you all on the next one.
Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy. And you're here at the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, and maybe over here. See you later.